Hello student, hi, good evening. So today we will start from what Cronin-Penny model equation, so that we have seen in last class. Okay, so what last class we have seen? So we have seen how the potential of energy is there inside the particle, inside the crystal, okay, that the particle has or electron has, that is varying periodically. Okay, so it is actually a periodic potential function. Okay, so here free electron theory failed to says that the potential is either zero or constant. Here Bloch theory says that the potential is periodic potential function which is varying periodically. Okay, which is correct. According to our proof also, we have proven all these statement, so out of which the Bloch theory is correct, and we have seen that the potential of particle or electron inside the crystal is varying periodically. And if this is about the potential, then the probability of finding what electron inside the crystal at particular region is also varying periodically. So therefore, if it is varying periodically, so the probability that we can find from the probability density function, which is given by the modulus of psi of x square, where psi of x is what? Wave function, so which is also periodically varying. Okay, so after that we wrote what? The Schrodinger wave equation and Bloch functions. Through that, by combining both of these equation, we obtained 4 equations, and after solving that 4 equation, we got what? We got Cronin-Penny model equation. So what is that Cronin-Penny model equation? So let us see here. Cronin-Penny model equation. Cronin-Penny model equations, where we see what? That is P sine alpha a divided by alpha a plus cos alpha a is equal to cos k a. This is our Cronin-Penny model equation. Okay, Cronin-Penny model equation. Okay, so that we formed from where? Bloch functions and Schrodinger wave equation. It is the combination of that equations we form one net resultant equation, which is called Cronin-Penny model equation. And this Cronin-Penny model is nothing but it is a periodic potential function. Okay, which represent what? Single dimension crystal lattice. Okay, so now we will draw the graph for this equation. Okay, so then we will see actually how the energy band formation is there inside the crystal. Okay, so now we are going to draw that function. So let us draw the function first. See here this. Okay, so this is my which axis? Cronin-Penny model function equation axis, that is P sine alpha a divided by what? Alpha a plus cos alpha a is equal to what? Cos k a. What? Cos k a. Okay, so now this is what? With respect to what? Alpha a. Yes, this is for this equation. Okay, so now this cos ka. Okay, cos ka maximum value is how much? Cos ka is equal to what? Plus minus 1. Maximum value is plus minus 1, which we can achieve at what? Cos inverse plus minus 1, which is nothing but ka is equal to plus minus n pi. Okay, so from here we can find plus minus n pi by what? A. Okay, so n pi by a. So this is my k value. It is actually what? Momentum. Okay, momentum ka is equal to plus minus n pi by a. Okay, so this is my cos ka maximum value. Okay, so maximum value here, this maximum value, this is maximum value plus 1. Okay, minimum value is what? So minimum, these are what? my points. Okay, point about what x about momentum. Okay, actually this figure what we are drawing, it is actually combination of two figure. Okay, one is about this alpha a and this equation, and another is what energy versus momentum. Okay, so now this equation is, let us see, this is minimum value is, maximum value is +1. Okay, minimum value is -1. What? -1. Okay, so we will see here. So minimum value how much? -1. So let us see this -1. So this is -1. So now let us draw this function. So this is like this and this. Okay, so now this is the waveform, resultant waveform of this Kronig-Penney model equation. So now where this axis is cutting, these are what? These are the solution of what? Schrodinger wave equation. Solution of Schrodinger wave equation. Okay, see this Schrodinger wave equation. These are the solution of Schrodinger wave equation. Okay, so wherever we are getting this point. Okay, so now what are these? So this is what? Cos k maximum value is +1 -1. So these are what? These are actually physically acceptable value. Yes, physically acceptable values are nothing but the solution of Schrodinger wave equation. Yes, and these are actually transcendental wave equation. Okay, so which is the and we are drawing this graph, which is the combination of two graph. One graph is for this and one is for cos ka. Okay, so when you will draw the graph for this and combined these graph, and we will get this resultant graph. Okay, so resultant graph. So now these are cutting at what point? We are seeing this. So this is what? So this is my what? N pi by a, as we have seen what? K is equal to plus minus n pi by a. N is equal to 0 here, n is equal to 1 pi by a, 2 pi by a, this 3 pi by a. Okay, so then about this is 4 pi by a, this, what is this? 5 pi by a. Okay, 5 pi by a, and this point 6 pi by a. Okay, so this is actually momentum. Okay, momentum. Now these are energy versus momentum. See, energy versus momentum. One graph is energy versus momentum, and another graph is between this equation, this and alpha a. Okay, alpha a. This another graph is about this p sin alpha a divided by alpha a plus cos alpha a versus alpha a. One graph is about this, and another graph is about momentum and energy. This is what? Energy. Allowed energy band. These are allowed energy band. Yes, so this is my allowed energy band. This is my allowed energy band. Yes, so this is allowed energy band. So this is my allowed energy band. This is allowed energy band. Okay, so this is what? Allowed energy band. Allowed energy band. Okay, so because these are physically acceptable value from where we are getting this cosine function. This cosine function has maximum value plus minus 1, which are physically acceptable value. So therefore whatever energy is corresponding to this physically acceptable value, this will be transmitted physically. Okay, so the energy corresponding to this physically acceptable value is transmitted, what is transmitted periodically. Okay, it is transmitted periodically. Okay, so now, so therefore this is my energy band gap, and this is my what? Forbidden band gap. This is what? Forbidden band gap. Okay, so this is my forbidden band gap. See, this is forbidden band gap. So this is my what? Forbidden band gap. Okay, so this is forbidden band gap. Okay, so this is my allowed energy band. So this is allowed band. This is forbidden band. So this is forbidden band, and this is my allowed band. What? Allowed band. Forbidden band, allowed band, forbidden band. Okay, so this is forbidden band. So this is my allowed band, allowed energy band. So this is forbidden band. What? Forbidden band. This forbidden band. Okay, so this is my forbidden band. So forbidden band, allowed energy band, forbidden band, allowed energy band, forbidden band, allowed energy band. Okay, so cosine function has maximum value ±1. So these are physically acceptable value, so therefore whatever the energy, these are what? Energy. Okay, whatever the energy corresponding to this physically acceptable value is transmitted physically. Whatever the energy is coming between these physically acceptable value, these are physically transmitted. So therefore these are allowed energy band. Okay, so now corresponding to this we will draw what? We will draw energy versus momentum. Okay, separately let us draw this energy versus momentum graph separately. So we will see here. So how it is? So first of all we will see the energy of what? Particle. Energy of particle inside the allowed energy band and outside the energy band. Okay, so that we will see from potential function. So as we have drawn the potential function, which is given by the Croning-Penny model, which is nothing but what? This potential function. Okay, square wave potential function. Okay, so this is what? Potential function. Okay, which is periodically varying potential function v of x. Okay, so this is what? A 0, 2a, 3a, 4a. So this is my first reason, this is my second reason. Okay, this is my second reason. Here potential is minimum, here potential is maximum. Okay, here because the electron is inside the potential well, so where the atom is present. Okay, so therefore the potential energy is minimum. Okay, so now see here potential energy is minimum here in this square well potential, so potential energy is minimum. Okay, if this potential energy is minimum, just then put this, as we know one thing is that this p here, this p is a function of what? Function of potential. Remember this p is a function of potential. If potential is 0, then p is also 0. Okay, if potential is 0, then p is also 0. Okay, p is also 0. Just you put this, you will put this into this, because p is what? Proportional, p is what? Function of v. If v is 0, okay, inside the square well potential, the particle has 0 potential. Okay, if the particle has 0 potential energy, then what? Value of p is also 0. Just put in this equation p is 0, then what we will get from here? It will represent what? It will implies what? It will implies this cos alpha a is equal to what? Cos ka. What? Cos ka. So now alpha a is equal to what? Ka. Yes, so which implies that alpha is equal to what? K. Okay, so from here we can say that what? Alpha square is equal to what? K square. Okay, so now from that equation, from what? Previous equation number 2. From equation number 2, as we know very well, what? Alpha square is equal to what? 2m. Alpha square is equal to 2me divided by h cut square. Okay, so that is from last equation. Okay, just see the last equation that we have derived in last class. Okay, so that is what? Alpha square is how much? 2me divided by h cut square. Okay, so from here just put this equation, put this value here. What you will get here? 2me. What? 2me divided by h cut square is equal to how much? K square. Okay, h cut square is equal to k square. So now see from this equation, what? Find the energy from here. What is the energy? Energy is nothing but E is equal to h cut square k square divided by what? 2m divided by 2m. Okay, so this is what? Divided by 2m. So this is my what? Energy. So this energy is what? Proportional to what? Proportional to k square. Okay, so energy is proportional to k square, means it is a parabolic function or not, it is a parabolic function. Okay, so you can also say that energy is equal to p square by 2m, p square by 2m. Why? Because p is nothing but h cut k. Okay, so this is what the energy of particle. This is the energy of particle, means the particle has what? Momentum. Okay, the particle has momentum, means if the particle has momentum, definitely where it is where it is inside the crystal. From here what you can observe, so this is my crystal. Okay, so this is my crystal. Inside the crystal, where is the electron? Where is the electron? From here what you can say? Okay, what you are observing from here, energy is proportional to momentum square, means the particle has energy as well as momentum. So then this indicates that definitely the electron or particle that is outside the atom, not inside the atom. So it is not bounded by the atom. So particle is moving. Okay, particle is moving or electron is moving what? Out of the atom. Okay, inside the crystal, meaning that it is not bounded, meaning that the electron is not bounded. Okay, which has energy as well as momentum. So definitely the electron is somewhere here outside the atom, means here the electron has maximum potential energy. In this case the electron has maximum potential energy which is gaining the momentum. Okay, so it has enough energy to move out of the atom. Okay, it is not what? Tightly bound, it is not bound by the atom. Okay, so this is indicating that. So ultimately it is indicating what? Conducting property, means it is a conductor. Okay, so now, so this is what this is about this. So for next, if you will see, for next what you will see, this is for energy versus. Okay, so first of all let us draw this. So draw this graph. So this is energy versus momentum. This is my energy and this is my, let us say this is my what? Actually momentum k, and this is my what? Energy. Okay, y square is equal to 4ax, like this. So this is my parabolic what? Function. So this is my parabolic function. Okay, so let us draw the graph corresponding to this. See, extend this up to bottom, extend this allowed energy region and forbidden energy region up to bottom. Okay, corresponding to this we will draw what? Energy. Okay, so we will draw what? An allowed energy band. Okay, so now okay, so this is, these are what? So this is what? Allowed energy. This is what? Forbidden energy band. So this is allowed energy band. Okay, so this is actually about this. Okay, so now see here, this is allowed energy. So this is my allowed energy. Okay, so this is my allowed energy. So this is my forbidden energy. So this is my forbidden. So this is my allowed. This is my allowed energy, and this is my forbidden, and this is my allowed energy. Similarly here, this is my allowed energy. This is forbidden energy, and this is allowed energy, and this is forbidden, and this is my allowed energy. What? Allowed energy. Okay, so this is what? Energy band diagram. Okay, energy versus momentum diagram. Okay, so now if we will shift this by plus 90 degree, then we will see actually how it is looking. Okay, so this is what? Allowed energy, forbidden energy. Okay, so this is my allowed band, forbidden band. Okay, this is allowed band. Here this is forbidden band, this is allowed band. Okay, so this is my energy band diagram. What? Energy band, energy versus momentum diagram. For what? Particle which is outside the atom, inside the crystal, which is moving away from the atom. Okay, for that it is energy versus momentum. Okay, momentum diagram. Okay, for free electron inside the crystal, out of the atom. Okay, so this is all about. So now we will see here. So let us, I am going to rub this. Okay, so let us rub this. Now see here, if I will what shift this by 90 degree, and this will look like this will look like something like this. Okay, so now this momentum will come about x-axis and this energy will come about y-axis. Just shift this by 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree, then we will get like this graph. We will get something like this. Okay, so this is my energy, this is my momentum. Okay, so these are the point. Okay, so which we are getting from where? Physically acceptable values from cosine function. Okay, so these are physically acceptable values. Okay, so now let us see, this is up to this. Okay, so this is, let us draw up to this. Okay, so this is what 0, this is what pi by a, this is 2 pi by a, this is 3 pi by a, 4 pi by a, 5 pi by a. Okay, so minus pi by a, minus 2 pi by a, minus 3 pi by a, minus 4 pi by a. What is this a actually? A is nothing but it is the interatomic distance. Okay, it is the interatomic space or distance. Okay, interatomic space inside the crystal. Okay, so now this is my allowed energy band. This is allowed energy band. Then there is a what? Forbidden band. Then there is a allowed energy band. Then there is a allowed energy band. Forbidden band. Then there is a allowed energy band. This is forbidden band, allowed energy band, forbidden band, allowed energy band. There also allowed energy band, forbidden band, now allowed energy band, forbidden band, and here allowed energy band, then forbidden band. So this is my energy versus momentum graph for all over periodic potential function. Okay, so this is corresponding to this. Okay, corresponding to this Cronin-Penney model, we have drawn energy versus momentum graph. Okay, just tilt because this diagram is within this only, so I have drawn this separately. Okay, so we can visualize properly. This diagram is actually a combination of two figure. Okay, one is across what? Energy versus momentum, and another is what? About p sin alpha a plus cos alpha a and versus alpha a. Okay, so these are combination of two diagram. So I have separated, I just trace out this energy versus momentum graph separately from this figure. Okay, so corresponding to this, then for proper visualization, then I tilt it by 90 degree so we can properly visualize this. Okay, so these are my what? Allowed band, allowed energy band. This is forbidden band. Okay, so allowed band, forbidden band. Okay, these are allowed band, forbidden band. Okay, like this. So this is what? Net energy versus momentum graph. Okay, now if you will see, this we have seen for what? This we have seen when the particle is what? When the electron is what? Outside the atom. Now we will see for the electron when it is bound to an atom or inside the atom. When the electron is bound to an atom or inside the atom, for that, see from what? Cronin-Penney model equation. So this is my potential. Okay, potential value. Okay, let us, we are restricting ourselves within a period. Okay, so same is valid for other also. So whatever we will observe here, same is valid for other. So this is what is 0 to a. Okay, this is my first region, this is my second region. Here potential is maximum, potential minimum. Okay, so where is the atom? Atom is present here. Okay, so when Now we have seen for first reason. Okay, we have seen for first reason. Now we are going to see for second reason. Okay, when the potential is maximum. Okay, so here actually in last class for this second reason. Last time we have seen for second reason the particle or electron is present at second reason, because in second reason the potential energy is maximum and potential is zero. Potential energy is maximum, potential is zero, so that's why we put this P is equal to 0. From here we draw what energy band diagram. Okay, so now we are seeing for what, for second reason. Okay, in last time make it correct that we are just in last time we have taken the electron or particle in for second reason, not for the first reason. Okay, second reason. Okay, now we are seeing for first reason where the potential is what, in first reason potential is infinite and potential energy is zero. Potential is infinite. If the potential is infinite, then P is also infinite. Yes or no? If P is infinite, then what? Then from this equation, so this equation what we will get, sin alpha A divided by alpha A. Sin alpha A divided by alpha A is equal to what? 0, because all the term you will. Okay, so let us take this whole term in right side. Okay, in right side we will get some finite value, and let us take this P value here. Something by infinite is equal to what? 0. Okay, so therefore sin alpha A is equal to what? 0. So alpha A is equal to what? N pi. Alpha A is equal to n pi. Okay, so alpha A is equal to n pi, then alpha is equal to what? N pi by what? N pi by A. This is my alpha equal to n pi by A. Then alpha square is equal to what? Alpha square is equal to n square pi square divided by A square. Okay, so now alpha square is nothing but 2me divided by h cut square is equal to what? N square pi square divided by A square. Okay, from here we will get the energy as what? N square pi square h cut square divided by what? Divided by 2m A square. Okay, so this is what E is equal to h cut is nothing but what? H cut is nothing but, see here, value of h cut is nothing but h by 2 pi. Okay, so when you will put here, we will get just n square h square divided by what? Divided by 2m A square. Okay, so now this is what? Energy of what? Energy of the particle when it is present in first reason. In first reason means here is atom, means it is bound to an atom where the potential is infinite and potential energy is 0. Okay, where potential is infinite, potential energy is 0. Okay, potential energy is 0 means it is tightly bound. It is tightly bound to an atom. Okay, so therefore it does not have any momentum. See, the energy is proportional to what? Proportional to some constant value. Okay, it is not a function of momentum. It is not a function of momentum means particle has only energy but not momentum. Okay, particle has only energy and that energy is not enough to come out of that atom. Okay, so particle has energy but that energy is not enough to come out of that atom, meaning that it is representing what? Meaning that it is representing insulator. What? Insulator, property of insulator. So it is giving the property of what? Insulator when the particle is present in what? Not allowed region. See here, here electron is here. Okay, inside what? First region. Inside the what? First region, which is bound to an atom. Okay, from here we can understood what we can understood from here. What is the indication? What is the indication of this equation is that here the energy is not a function of momentum, means that the particle has energy but particle has no momentum. No momentum. Particle has energy but that energy is not enough to come out of the bound state. Okay, out of the bound state. So definitely it is the property of what? Insulator, because in insulator what? The electron is very much tightly bound within an atom. Okay, so it has energy, but that energy is not enough to come out of that bound state. Okay, out of the bound state. So it is a property of insulator. Here energy is just almost constant. Okay, almost energy is not a function of a momentum. Okay, so this is all about what the particle, how the particle is behaving inside the crystal. Okay, inside the crystal, when it is moving, then it has both energy and momentum, and when the electron is tightly bound within an atom inside the crystal, that time it has energy, but that energy is not enough to come out of the bound state. Okay, out of the bound state. Okay, so this is all about what, all about the particle in bound state and in unbound state. Okay, so this we have drawn for what? This is for what? This is for the particle which is outside the atom, which has both energy and momentum, that we have seen in last time. Okay, last section. What is that? Where the energy is proportional to k square. Okay, from where we observe that the graph is like what? Parabola. Okay, which is forming the equation like y square is equal to 4x, which is a equation of parabola. Okay, so this is all about, see how the energy band formation is there. Okay, so now let us see, this is the energy versus momentum graph for what? Net periodically varying what? Particle. Okay, periodically varying particle. So now let us restrict ourselves to one particular period. So what is the energy band diagram for that? Okay, so let us see here. So now I think you are very much clear now how the particle behave inside the crystal or not, inside the solid. From where we came, from the definition of electronics. What is that? It is the study about the behavior of electron inside the crystal. Now we are very much clear about that, how the particle, how the electron is behaving inside the crystal. Okay, so by drawing all this conclusion of what? Cronin-Penney model equation. Okay, which is formed with the help of Schrodinger wave equation and Bloch function. Okay, so this is all about this. So now we will restrict ourselves within one particular period. Okay, so we will draw the energy band diagram. See here, as we have seen, what this is what our energy versus momentum EK diagram. Okay, so energy versus momentum diagram. See these are our physically acceptable values, physically acceptable boundaries. Okay, boundaries. So these. Okay, so now this is what? Pi by a, 2 pi by a, 3 pi by a, 4 pi by a. Okay, similarly like this, pi by a, minus 2 pi by a, minus 3 pi by a. Okay, minus 4 pi by a. Okay, so this is my allowed energy band. See here, this is allowed energy band. Allowed, forbidden, allowed, forbidden, allowed, forbidden, allowed, forbidden, allowed. Okay, so now corresponding to this, first you see here, we will draw the wave function also, wave function corresponding to each energy, allowed energy band, corresponding to each allowed energy band. See this wave function. Okay, so corresponding to this allowed energy band, so this is, we will extend it up to bottom. So then we will draw the wave function corresponding to each energy band. Okay, each allowed energy band. See the wave function corresponding to it is what? This is the wave function corresponding to this allowed energy band, corresponding to this allowed energy band. So the wave function for this. Okay, this is first, this is second, and this is my third. Okay, so for first, this one is my wave function. For second, the wave function corresponding to what? Second energy band corresponding to second wave function. Okay, so wave function corresponding to second. second energy band, second energy band, second energy band. So this is wave function corresponding to second energy band. Okay, this is third energy band. Third energy band, wave function corresponding to third energy band is what? Minimum. So it should be like minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum. So maximum, minimum, maximum. So these are the wave function corresponding to each allowed energy band. Okay, so each allowed energy band. Now we are restricting ourselves within this limit, within this pi by a minus pi by a. Okay, so this region, we will take this region. Okay, so now this, so from here it will give us what? Energy band, what? Energy EK diagram, okay, EK diagram for conducting material, okay, like semiconductor. Okay, so this is what particular period, pi by a minus pi by a. Okay, so this A is nothing but interatomic space. Okay, interatomic space inside the crystal, okay, so inside the crystal, energy versus momentum. Now we will see further discussion about this. Okay, so we will see also effective mass, how the effective mass is coming. Okay, so we will see also the direct band gap or indirect band gap. This one is direct band gap semiconductor. Okay, so compound semiconductor. Okay, so direct band gap semiconductor. We will also see indirect band gap where the momentum is not this energy. So these what energy level is not direct, okay, directly coinciding. Okay, so these are something different means there is some momentum. Okay, so momentum, so this is all about. So now this is what, these are what, these points are what, these are the solution of what? Schrodinger wave equation. These are the solution of Schrodinger wave equation. These point are what? Solution. These are the solution of Schrodinger. These are the solution of Schrodinger wave equation. Okay, these are the solution of Schrodinger wave equation. These points are what? Where it is cutting this graph is nothing but solution of Schrodinger wave equation, which implies what? Which implies what? Number of quantum state, means this is allowed energy band. Okay, within this point, within this solution, okay, this solution represent what? This solution represent what? Allowed energy band. What exactly the allowed energy band is there? Inside the allowed energy band, what is there? There is nothing but discrete energy level. What are those discrete energy level? It is nothing but a energy state or quantum state. This means what? Okay, these are the energy state or quantum state, okay, which are representing discrete energy level within the allowed energy band, okay. Within the allowed energy band, what is there? There is a discrete energy level. Okay, that discrete energy level is nothing but discrete energy state or quantum state. Okay, so between these, okay, so these are the solution. This means that this solution of the Schrodinger wave equation implying what? Ultimately it is implying what? It is implying what? Number of quantum state. What? Quantum state. Number of quantum state. These are what? Number of quantum state. Okay, so this is what? Ultimately number of quantum state. Number of quantum state means what? Number of quantum state means what? Number of discrete energy level. Discrete energy state means discrete energy, number of discrete energy, okay, which is in band form, lying in between the allowed energy band, which is either upper energy level or lower energy level. Okay, either upper energy level or lower energy level. What are these? These are number of quantum state. What? Quantum state or energy state. It is either conduction band or valence band. It is either conduction band or valence band, which is represented by number of quantum state. What are those number of quantum state? Ultimately what? Density of state. What? Density of state. Okay, so these are density of state. What? Density of state. Okay, so these are density of state. Either it is represented by NV, density of state in valence band, density of state in valence band, or density of state in conduction band. Okay, density of state in valence band or density of state in conduction band. Okay, density of state in conduction. Now now we are confirmed about what? We are confirmed about what? The conduction band, valence band. Conduction band, valence band has what? Discrete energy level. What? Discrete energy level. This discrete energy level means what? Discrete energy level means what? Discrete energy level means what? What? The quantum state or discrete energy state. Energy state, quantum state. So number of quantum state means what? Density of state. Density of state either in valence band or conduction band. Either in valence band or conduction band. Okay, so these are number of quantum state. Number of quantum state. Number of quantum state is nothing but density of state. Density of state either in conduction, either the density of conduction, density of state in valence band or density of state in conduction band. Okay, so which is coming from where? Which is coming from where? Which is coming from number of quantum state. Okay, so number of quantum density state is coming from where? Density state is representing what? Density state is representing what? Number of quantum state. Okay, number of quantum state. Number of quantum state coming from where? Coming from solution of Schrödinger wave equation. Solution of Schrödinger wave equation, which we have modeled by what? Which we have modeled by Kroning-Penney model equation. Kroning-Penney model equation. Okay, so in Kroning-Penney model equation, by drawing this graph, we have seen what? We are properly visualizing how the energy band formation is there. Okay, how the energy band formation is there. So that's why it is important, very important to define the what? Concentration of charge carrier. For concentration of charge carrier, what is required? Density state is required. What? Density state in either in conduction band or valence band. Either you find what? Concentration of hole, concentration of electron. You need what? Density of state. Means you need what? Number of quantum state. Number of quantum state means what? Where from it is coming? It is coming from solution of Schrödinger wave equation. Okay, how it come? It came with the help of what? Modeling what? Kroning-Penney model equation. Kroning-Penney model equation. By drawing this, we are reaching up to this. Okay, so now for this is all about what? How actually the energy band formation is there within the semiconductor by using the quantum mechanical wave theory and Schrödinger wave theory. Okay, so this is all about. Okay, so thank you. So just you like, share and subscribe my channel. So that is only the request for you. Okay, thank you again. So this is all about. So we will discuss further about this energy what? EK diagram. Okay, so in further discussion when the concept of what? Effective mass will come. Okay, so from where we will calculate what? The concentration of energy, concentration of what? Charge carrier, that is either hole or electron. Okay, so this is all about the energy band formation. This is completed. Last time we have seen the normally in simple way how the energy band formation. Why the energy band formation? That we have seen because in order to satisfy the Pauli exclusion principle, where the energy level must split into a discrete energy level. Okay, so in order to satisfy Pauli's exclusion principle. So that's all.